Howdy folks, Greyhawk 4x4 coming at you again, your resident vintage gamer. And I have not done a video in about a week. And that is because our one of our best friends in the whole world, Chris, came to visit from Los Angeles. Kind of doing double duty. He came to pay us a visit and everything. But also, he is a freelance photographer. And he does the photography for me when I go to Comic-Con. He takes the pictures on behalf of for myself and Gygax magazine. So kind of doing double duty there. And during his visit, we packed in so much activity trying to get everything, other things done before Comic-Con started, that there was no time for doing videos or anything like that. Just one example is we decided, because I had not taken my AR-15 to the gun range yet, so we decided what better occasion than his visit to do that. So figured I'd just show what a guy who hasn't fired an AR-15 in about 25 years can still do at 25 yards. Which is a quarter of a football field, with regular sights on the rifle, and 40-some-year-old eyes. Still did pretty respectable, I thought. So I felt pretty good about that. And then my buddy Chris, he rented a P90, and that had a laser sight. And that's at 10 yards with a laser sight. So the laser sight was actually off because when we were putting the red dot right there initially, and it was shooting. It was hitting way up here. So they needed to adjust their sight. So we just, once we realized that, we just adjusted. So, but anyway, it was fun. Got to shoot some real-world weaponry. But I thought what I would do here is, this is going to be the first video of 2 for Salt Lake Comic-Con, kind of the review deal. I usually do this. I do this one, which will be the loot. I'm going to show what I got at Comic-Con. And then the other video I will do all the pictures and some video and everything else and my review and all that. Start things off. Got that's number 2, Red Sonja. The number 1 comic for Red Sonja is like over $100 or whatever. This one was $6. So I got number 2 because I've always liked Red Sonja, and I always liked the character. So I decided, I saw it there and I was like, well, I got to have me a Red Sonja comic. So there you go. There was an artist there who did some interesting mashups, and one caught my eye here that I'll have to share with you guys, because you guys all know, it's obvious that that I'm a big Kiss fan, the rock group Kiss. I'm also a huge Doctor Who fan, and he had these. He has all of the new generation Doctors, all 4 of the new generation Doctors in the Kiss makeup. There's Matt Smith. There's the newest Doctor. And Mr. Eggleston. So, there you go. I had to have them. They're like a limited edition thing. $10 a piece, so $40 for the set. And I got to find a place here in the tavern somewhere to put them up. But had to have those. Next thing, same guy did this. I had to get this for my wife. She's a huge Wizard of Oz fan. And I had to get this. Of course, it's a flying monkey. And I had to explain it to my wife. She didn't get it right away. I tried to explain to her, well, see, the witch is dead. That was his that was his meal ticket. She's dead, and so now he's basically sitting on the off ramp with a sign. And of course, I love the Oz bless thing here instead of God bless, because in their world, Oz is God. So anyway, I thought that was cute. Had to get it for her. She has an entire her office upstairs is all Wizard of Oz. It's all decorated completely Wizard of Oz, headed to everywhere. So I had to get that for her. Got a couple of books. There's a guy there named Jared Kwan who is an old school gamer like me. He was actually on a panel about video games from the 80s and 90s, and he talked about his book. And I decided that it's obviously a fantasy. It's like a fantasy science fiction book. And I saw him at his booth, and I decided, what the heck, I'm going to give it a shot. So I picked this one up, and it's called Changing Wax. And Wax is the name of the fantasy world in which this takes place. And of course, he signed it for me and everything. So had to get that. I'll pick that up in a second. So one of my biggest highlights was I got to meet Timothy Zahn. And of course, everybody who loves Star Wars, the expanded universe, has probably read these. And of course, he was there, and I got him to sign it for me. This is the 20th anniversary edition of Heir to the Empire, and so it actually has a additional material in it. There's a new introduction and annotations by the author, and there's an additional novella, a Thrawn novella in here. So I decided I'd get the hard. I have the softback, of course, but I decided I'd pick up the hardback. And let's see here. Where did he? So yeah, he just signed it right there. So I had to get that. And then, my buddy Chris decided this would be his. We saw this in a store, and he decided this would be his contribution to Greyhawk's Tavern. This badass battle hammer, dwarven battle hammer, and this thing's heavy. This ain't no cheap. It's not metal, but this damn thing is heavy. You'd kill somebody if you hit them with this damn thing. So it's solid. It'll be back there proudly on display. So thank you, Chris, for that contribution. And got some T-shirts. Number one, I'm wearing Skyhook. Anybody that played Bioshock Infinite will obviously recognize that. Skyhook, Take to the Skies. And I got these T-shirts because I'd never seen a Bioshock Infinite shirt like this. So had to get that, because I blasted through that game. I mean, it was one of those marathon deals because I just couldn't stop playing it. I got a couple of D&D related shirts, or role-playing game ones, I should say. I don't know how well this is going to come up here for you guys to see. It's called Splash Damage, you crybabies. Suck it up or go whine to the cleric. DM shirt right there. And then another D&D one, another like DM one. This one's got Grumpy Cat on it. Rock falls, everyone dies, good. So I just thought that was kind of cute, kind of funny. And then my other video game related one, I had to get me a Black Mesa research facility shirt. Had to get Black Mesa. Gotta have it. So I got those 4 shirts, this one and those 3. Because I didn't have a lot of those. The DM shirts are kind of neat because I didn't have any of those. I have other ones that say Dungeons and Dragons and stuff on them, but those are actually more, DM related. So the last thing that I got that I wanted to talk about was kind of off the wall here, but if you wear glasses like me, this product, and I'm not getting paid, and I bought this there, and I bought it like that because my dad had bought some similar stuff years ago, and I had yet to be able to find it again. This stuff you put on your glasses, just a little bit on your finger, you wipe it on both sides, you take a microfiber cloth and you clean, I mean, you clean it really good with that, and it's like getting new glasses. I don't know what it does. I have no idea what's in here. All I know is it works. It doesn't take the scratches out. It does, the guy said it fills them in somehow, and it's like looking through a new pair of glasses. I bought it on the spot because I knew exactly what it was. When I saw it, I was like, that's the same stuff my dad bought years ago that I haven't been able to find. And it was, I got 2 of these, and then a couple of the liquid ones. That's what fell on the floor. And then you get a microfiber cloth and all this, and it was like $30 for everything. And there's like 300 uses in one little jar of this, 300 cleanings. So basically almost a year's worth in one little thing. It's called Z-Wax. And I have no idea if that's going to autofocus for you. Let's try and do it this way for you here. Probably not. It's called Z-Wax, and it says www.zooke.com, ZOOKE.com. So if you're interested, if you have glasses, I cannot recommend this highly enough. I'm not getting paid for this. I'm not getting any free. I paid $30 for this shit. So that's just a 100% full endorsement right there. So that was it for the loot. That's what I scored. I didn't spend nearly, I've spent more in the past, but I'm getting a little bit more selective. We got some artwork, got some shirts. Got my buddy, of course, contributed this hammer. And overall, it was a pretty good haul. I thought it was. I enjoyed everything I got. So that's it for this one, guys. We will see you again when I do the second part of this, and I show all the. You cannot wait until you see the pictures of this con. I cosplayed for the first time as Sir Davos from Game of Thrones. So there's the tease right there, and there's going to be plenty of pictures. So we'll catch you on the flip side.